In this video, we will delve a little deeper into Psalm 39. I said, I will take heed to my ways, that I sin not with my tongue. I will keep my mouth with a bridle, while the wicked is before me. I was dumb with silence, I held my peace, even from good, and my sorrow was stirred. My heart was hot within me, while I was musing the fire burned. Then spake I with my tongue, Lord, make me to know mine end, and the measure of my days, what it is, that I may know how frail I am. Behold, thou hast made my days as an handbreadth, and mine age is as nothing before thee. Verily every man at his best state is altogether vanity. Surely every man walketh in a vain show, surely they are disquieted in vain. He heapeth up riches, and knoweth not who shall gather them. And now, Lord, what wait I for? My hope is in thee. Deliver me from all my transgressions, make me not the reproach of the foolish. I was dumb, I opened not my mouth, because thou didst it. Remove thy stroke away from me, I am consumed by the blow of thine hand. When thou with rebukes dost correct man for iniquity, thou makest his beauty to consume away like a moth. Surely every man is vanity. Hear my prayer, O Lord, and give ear unto my cry. Hold not thy peace at my tears, for I am a stranger with thee, and a sojourner, as all my fathers were. O spare me, that I may recover strength, before I go hence, and be no more. But what would the Lord like to teach us? Psalm 39 is a deeply reflective psalm where David wrestles with the brevity of life, the weight of sin, and his dependence on God. It is both a prayer for wisdom and a plea for mercy, highlighting the fleeting nature of human existence and the importance of placing our hope in God. David begins by stating his intention to guard his words, especially in the presence of the wicked, verse 1. He struggles to remain silent, trying not to complain or sin with his speech. But this internal turmoil grows more intense, verse 2. Eventually, his heart burns within him, and he cannot hold back his words any longer. Verse 3. This reflects how our emotions and thoughts can build up inside us when we suppress them, making it necessary to pour out our concerns before God. David prays for wisdom to understand the shortness of life, verse 4. He realizes that human life is like a fleeting breath, verse 5. He acknowledges that people toil and accumulate wealth, yet it is all temporary. What they gather is often left to others, verse 6. This passage emphasizes how earthly success and possessions are meaningless without a relationship with God, Ecclesiastes 1:2-2. David shifts his focus from life's frailty to placing his trust in God, verse 7. He recognizes that his only hope is in the Lord. He prays for deliverance from his sins, understanding that his suffering is part of God's discipline, verse 8 and 9. He acknowledges that God corrects people for their iniquity, but this correction, though painful, is necessary, verse 10 and 11. David appeals to God to hear his prayer and not ignore his cry, verse 12. He describes himself as a temporary resident, a sojourner on earth, emphasizing that life is short and he longs for God's presence. He ends with a plea for relief, asking God to give him some peace before his time on earth is over, verse 13. Psalm 39 teaches us to live with humility, dependence on God, and an eternal perspective, knowing that our time on earth is brief. If you liked this brief interpretation, consider subscribing and sharing this knowledge so that we can continue to sow the Word of God throughout the earth. Thanks. God bless you. Grace and peace.